Hey guys, welcome back to Cook with Ashley. Today we are making chicken cassoulet. It's 3-point on Weight Watchers. It's rustic cassoulet. First, we're using kielbasa, not chicken. First, I went ahead and put 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs and 1 tablespoon of butter in a pan and cooked it. And also in your other pot, you put onions and some meat. And also for this recipe, use a skillet, 2 skillets, a casserole dish, and your oven, and your stove. And thank you, Grandma, for giving me these Happy Halloween and Trick or Treat spatula. And now I'll wash my hand. So now I'm washing my hand because I've been touching this chicken. It was a rainy day here at the house.
Except for it's not chicken.
And I went off and got in a car accident, but all 3 of us are fine. We only got hit by another car because the other car lost control.
And why do you cook online?
And I cook online to show people that you can do stuff even though you're legally blind and you have autism. So now I'm grabbing a hot pad. Yeah. And these are the best hot pads. They're the rubber ones. I got them at the door prize, and they go long on your arm. And it's also October, so Halloween month. So breast cancer awareness. Go Grandma. I have a Happy Halloween spatula and a Trick or Treat spatula. So now I'm going to mix my onions and my kielbasa meat up and try not to get a mess all over your stove. It's not, because not everybody has a mom or somebody who can clean it up. And I had a girls' day that ended up with a little accident. We're okay though. It was still fun with friends. And this weekend I may be going camping. Or even with my friends. God is in control of what happens. So I'm going to cook my meat till I'm done. And also, you need your kielbasa meat, casserole dish, a bay leaf, maybe some chicken broth, the garlic, some parsley, and the breadcrumbs. So I'm going to put my parsley in my breadcrumb. So that's a 1/2 cup. But I'm only going to give it a few shakes. And my brother may not be eating this recipe. Yep, he doesn't like green stuff. And I'm going to stir it up. And to stir it, I'm going to use my Trick or Treat spatula. That's Trick or Treat scraper. And I'm going to try not to get it everywhere, because Mom would probably yell at me if I do. But she wanted. And now I'm going to put my hot pad back on my hand, or my oven mitt, and it goes along so that when you open your oven, you don't burn yourself. And also you set your oven to 375, which we didn't do that yet because the fire alarm may go off. And when this is cooked, you're going to add, normally you would add carrots, but we don't have carrots. And you're also going to add a bay leaf, cup of chicken broth, a bay leaf, a cup of chicken broth, some navy beans, some garlic, and some spinach, and some thyme. You're going to cook it on 375 for 10 minutes. You're going to sprinkle your mixture of breadcrumbs and parsley flakes and a tablespoon of butter mixed together. 375 for 15 minutes covered, and then uncovered for 10 more minutes. Thank you for cooking with that. Sorry.
You gotta make the food.
So now I'm just stirring this. And also, I love to cook. And I'm showing people that if you're legally blind or if you have autism, you can still do things like cook, sew, and work. And I also am doing it on my intern blog, which is on Edisto at a police dog training place. And I also help with Walmart Friday. And I'm also using my step tracker every day to check how many steps I walk, which it died when I was doing steps today, because it probably didn't charge last night. And I also clean the house when I'm home for the day or before I go into work. And I also have a morning routine. And now you're going to add your cup of chicken broth. Hold on. I probably have to use both hands for this. Now I have my cup of chicken broth in there. Now I'm going to add my can of navy beans. I had this last week and it was the bomb. So I decided to make it on camera this week. And my parents decided. We also are going to add, spinach fell. Now I'm going to add a bay leaf. Make sure you don't eat the bay leaf, so take it out, please, before you eat your bay leaf. The time is, no, we didn't. So now I'm going to reach and grab this thyme, parsley. I think the thyme is the next one over. Some thyme. We're supposed to use 2 tablespoons of thyme, but we're just going to pour all the little things off of our thyme tree. Because then try not to get the roots or dirt. Okay, I got a little bit of time. Try not to get the dirt in there. I'm gonna mix this up. Now I'm gonna add a spoonful or 2 of garlic. I added a tablespoon and a fourth. And I'm going to add a sprinkle of salt to taste.
Why you put it in your hand first?
So I can measure it out. So I can only have a pinch. And so I won't get too much salt. And a little bit of pepper. And you're going to bring your mixture to a boil. That's Dad in the background. Yep. The jingle is the key because he's still in the ride that I drive. So I have some thyme, my navy beans, a bay leaf, garlic, salt and pepper, and beef broth. And now I'm going to add my spinach. This bag of spinach. It's about half a bag of spinach. It says use kale, but we just want spinach because we like it. That's the dog now. Our animals and people like to make noises in our backgrounds. And now you're going to cook it down until it's wilted. We have 3 dogs, as you can tell by now, because they bark the whole time. Sometimes they come and bark at people. They're crazy dogs, but I still like them. And one of them, and they think that they're vacuum cleaners sometimes because they like to come get the food that you drop. Which I'm not dropping any food, so it didn't convince any of them. And this is the first time making this recipe. I had it last Tuesday or Monday, I think, and I really liked it. And I hope you like this recipe too. And it looks super easy to make, and it already looks good. But please take your bay leaf out before you eat it. Now you're going to pour your mixture on. Let's see if we can get another hot pad. I had to get my other hot pad even a bit into the camera to do that. And now we're going to put this on my hand and add your mixture to your pan. And your pan's already been greased. Go ahead and turn your fire off if it's still on. And I'm going to spread it around. And now, don't worry, the pot's not burning. You're going to take and spread your mixture of breadcrumbs and stuff around your pan. And you're going to cook this for about 50 minutes covered at 375. Set your oven to 375. Cook this for 50 minutes covered. Then take the cover off and cook it for 10 more minutes. Thank you. Thank you for cooking with Ashley.